We'll start with questions from the floor.
El equipo de Vancouver, al igual que el equipo de Santa Fe, no han conseguido victoria. Le toca un partido difícil de visita en Panamá, un rival que tampoco ha conocido la victoria, como he dicho al principio, pero tampoco ha sido el mejor inicio de Vancouver. Perder como perdieron un resultado bastante abultante, ¿no? ¿Cuál es el objetivo en esta visita al equipo de Santa Fe en Panamá?
So the question was, both teams have had a tough start to the group stage. Neither team has won yet. It's a difficult game here in Panama for the Whitecaps. And obviously it was a tough start for the team after a frustrating result in the opening group stage game. But what is the aim for tomorrow, and what will the team be looking to do to get the points tomorrow?
Yeah, I can start. I think, opening week was a great experience. I think Santa Fe would probably say the same. I think, results are one thing, but the experience to play against the teams that we have the opportunity to play against in this tournament is unbelievable and unmatched for the women's game for the rest of the countries in Concacaf as well. I think from our perspective, the travel into Panama, it's a long ways, but we're prepping for a great game tomorrow. Watching their first game, they've got some great pieces, so really excited to be tested against another good team in this conference.
Del rival Santa Fe, ¿qué conoce de este equipo panameño? Sabemos que la liga en Panamá todavía no consigue por lo menos llegar a esos niveles que tienen ligas como la de Estados Unidos y otras no en Norteamérica, pero ¿qué conoce de este equipo panameño?
The question is, what do you know about Santa Fe FC, tomorrow's opponents? Obviously, it's a bit tougher here for them to reach the levels of an NWSL team, for example, in the United States. So just want to know your thoughts on Santa Fe FC.
Yeah, through the scouting process, we learned a little bit about Santa Fe. I think it'll be great to see them tomorrow and be tested against another good team. For us, we expect some good individual players. We expect a good organized team that has had a lot of success in their local league, similar to us. And to your point, there is a difficulty right now in Canada to reach that professional level because there hasn't been one yet in the country. So for us, our young players aspiring to go pro over the next couple of years, and with the league coming in 2025, I think, to your point, it'll just allow us a little bit better to prepare our players to go up against a San Diego Wave or a Portland Thorns. So I think, for Panama tomorrow, for our team from Vancouver, just the experience to grow and learn from these experiences, and then, to the expectation of playing a good team with some good players that can score, I think is a big thing for us to prepare for.
Question for Katie here. Tomorrow will be another test for the group, another match in Central America. Can you just talk about how the group has adjusted to playing these games and how well it bodes for their careers, given how young most of the squad is?
Yeah, I think, having 2 games under our belt, having to have traveled, we had quite a tough schedule going into the first part of the group stage, coming from our national championships back in Canada, going straight to El Salvador for our preliminary round, and then playing in the first couple games of the group stage out in Mexico. I think, our group has grown a lot in terms of how we handle travel, how we handle the recovery and the turnaround between travel and playing and getting prepared. So just the experience of having the first 2 games, having traveled for the first 2 games, and then learning all the little learnings that we take from that in terms of high performance habits off the field, as well as some of the things to expect on the field. It's a more physical game down here than what they're used to. I think, preparing a little bit more for that and being ready on how we can deal with that is really important from our perspective. And just the ability of individual talent on these teams in the group stage is very high level. And for us, we don't necessarily always see it at home. We get to play boys teams in preparation. When we play in League One, we get to play older players, but older players with the experience in the program, on top of that with some of the development processes that they have in these countries with pro leagues is incredible. So just the little learnings from that, bringing into this week and taking each thing as a growth opportunity for our group.
And a question here for Brianne. You've obviously played in a number of different countries and environments across your career. what's it been like passing on your guidance and experiences to the rest of the team during a tournament like this one, which is so new for everyone?
Yeah, it's been a really fun experience to be able to share these things. Panama is a special place because this is where I played my first national team game. So I've been here a few times, and I know the climate here. I know some of the players on the other team. I've played against them. So just to be able to bring that experience and, you know, the level of professionalism that we're going to need to bring to be able to get a win has been really fun. And to be able to see the players receiving it well and hopefully take it with their career is awesome.
And last question for both of you. The team will be without Geneva Hernandez-Gray and Jamie Perreault, who are both away with Canada's U20 team. First off, how proud of you, both of them, and in turn, what chance does that give the other players on the roster for tomorrow's match?
We're really proud of them. We've been watching them along the way, and it's been so exciting seeing them getting to step up on this stage of the World Cup. We're obviously missing them and wishing them the best, but we've got a whole roster of players who are ready to go and jump in and take their place until they get back, and we'll be excited when they return, hopefully victorious.
Yeah, I think, you know, when I started this job 2 years ago, we had our first experience losing seniors in League One. It was our first season, you know, it was our first opportunity to test the players against older teams and more experienced teams. And I remember the very first time we were talking about, you know, losing the seniors or graduating the seniors into the next environment. We wrote on the whiteboard, trust the young players. And I think from there, that's been a bit of our philosophy since then, is just, you know, we always have players that are ready and chomping at the bit. So, you know, we're so proud of Geneva and Jamie, and we wish them the best of luck. We've been watching them, as Bree said, and cheering them on from here. Big game tonight, so everybody tune in against Fiji. But I think for us, you know, trusting the young players has always been something that has been in my philosophy as a coach and our group as a staff. So getting to see them play some big minutes and step up tomorrow is going to be really cool.
Fantastic. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Brianne. And thank you, everyone, for tuning into this press conference.
Recordemos la metrocultura. Ayúdanos a mantener limpias las estaciones y trenes. Recuerda que no está permitido el consumo de alimentos y bebidas en las estaciones ni en los trenes. Cuida tu metro.